Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I have my twin sister Patty with me, and the other day we were talking and she mentioned something about her curl pattern in her hair, and she said something about it being a 2B, and I was like, what are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. I have no idea what that is. And she said that is the curl pattern, and I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't even realize that there was like ways to classify different curl patterns in your hair. I know that there's like a kinky curl and a spiral curl and wavy hair, but I didn't understand that there was subgroups of all of those. So then we started thinking, what about all the things that women look up about themselves, things that they should know and things that they Google about themselves. So we looked it up and we actually found an interesting video where women answer the most common questions that are Googled by women. So it was pretty funny, and I will link that video down in the description box so you guys can check it out.
I actually saw the video in complete silence so that we wouldn't have their opinions affect our opinions on what the questions are, so that's cool.
Right, and we're gonna go through each question and answer it for you. And here we go. If you like this video, be sure to leave us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And make sure to hit that bell notification so that you get a notification every time I post a new video. I actually screenshotted them on my phone, so I will have my phone here with me. Number one is, why do women wear makeup?
Not all women wear makeup to begin with, but we wear makeup, and we grew up with women around us that wore makeup. So it's a cultural thing, I think, first of all, for us, and then secondly, we do it because it protects your skin, and we want to feel confident and empowered.
And we like makeup. I like playing around with different colors, and I also think that one of the misconceptions that men may have, or women that do not wear makeup may have of women that do, is that we have low self-esteem because we want to put makeup on and we want to like
Cover ourselves up.
Yeah, put this fake face on. But the reality is that I think that women that wear makeup actually have a lot of confidence, because you can wear a bold red lip and you can say, hey, look at me, or you can, accentuate your eyes and you can say, hey, look at me, I want your attention per se, not necessarily in a bad way, but I am confident enough in my own body to say, hey, look at me, I'm going to celebrate my beauty. Number two is, why are women's clothes so tight?
It's a stupid question to Google.
Okay, so I don't wear very tight clothes. I do wear leggings and stuff sometimes at work and like lounging around, so I guess those are technically tight, but they're not tight as in like tight where things are hanging out. They are just fitted, and I think it's very important to know the fit of clothes and know how it should hit on the body.
I mean, the thing is that it really is not about wearing tight clothes or not wearing tight clothes. Now I feel like fashion is more of a loose, more bohemian style is what happens. I think that tight is simply because people are trying to fit into things that don't flatter them, and I think you need to really understand your body, know the curves of your body, understand what works best for you, and then the reason that we wear, or the perception is that we have tight clothes, is because we use it to fit our bodies, and every single person's body is different.
Well, I'm not going to say that I don't see women that wear clothes that's too tight. If it's too tight and you want to fit into a certain size and that size does not fit you, size up. It's okay. It's much better for clothes to fit you in a flattering way than to give you bulges here and there where you probably don't want them.
I feel like people worry about size because they think, oh, I don't want to be a size large when I always wear a size medium, but the reality is that all clothing lines don't have the same molds to make the same sizes, so every size and every brand is slightly off.
And you gotta own where you're at. There are people that are a size 12, a size 14, a size 22, and they rock it and they look great. Now, of course, there are health benefits to being at your optimal weight, something that I have discussed in other videos, but it is really important to be able to dress for where your body is. If you have a goal of changing the size that you currently are in, or the distribution of your body fat, then that's a goal that you have. But in this moment, in the here and now, you have to dress your body where it actually is.
Yeah.
Why are women haircuts so expensive?
Do you remember the Rachel cut from Friends?
Yeah.
Everybody was getting that haircut, and when I remember we got the haircut probably 2 or 3 years before it was the Rachel haircut, and it was a normal priced haircut for the time. And then as soon as it became the Rachel haircut, because supply and demand became so much more important, everybody wanted the Rachel haircut. And then, which by the way, with curly hair, the Rachel haircut is not the best idea. So
that was so bad. Oh my gosh.
But anyway, so I guess it's just supply and demand. I mean, now there's curly haircuts, which are like $100, which is absolutely ridiculous. I cut my own hair and Jackie's hair because that's just outrageous.
Yeah.
And but I honestly think it's just because everybody wants to get their hair cut, and
there's a supply, there's a demand, you know,
right.
And they want to meet the supply and make sure that they charge, because they know that people are going to pay to have their hair look like what they want, or like somebody else's, or whatever's popular at the moment. Okay, moving on to the next.
Hair grows though, so I really don't understand why people make such a big deal about haircuts.
This question is kind of ridiculous, but we're going to answer it anyway because it was part of the questions that a lot of women Google about women, and it is, why do women wear thongs?
Gee, I wonder.
Women wear thongs because panty lines suck, okay? They are not fun, they're not flattering, they look awful, and thongs, they eliminate that problem. Now, of course, you can have a really tight thong, and then we have
a whole other set of problems.
A whole other set of problems. But
I like the short ones, the shorts. Like
yeah,
shorts.
Yeah. There's a time and place for all underwear, but the reason that women wear thongs is because panty liners are not popular. They're not pretty, and yeah, they're just,
I mean, I feel like there's some people out there that only wear thongs simply because they think it's like a sexy thing or the right thing to do. The reason you should wear a thong is simply because you want to avoid a panty line. Not because you want it to stick out of your jeans or anything like that, because that's tacky, but you know, simply because you don't want a panty line. That's it.
Do women like beards? I think it really depends on the beard itself, how full it is, the whole aesthetic of the person. Like, I've seen some very attractive beard carrying men with nice tailored suit, nice clothes. The whole style goes into their look. The beard style goes into their look. So I think it really depends. Am I gonna say that, you know, like a huge beard that goes all the way down to here and it's like straggly and not well kept? No, I don't think that that's very attractive. I think that I think it depends on the amount of work that you put into your look.
I'm glad you said that, because I agree 100%. It really is the amount of commitment. If you're just letting it go just because you're lazy, then it shows. If you're going to take the time to maintain it, then that's attractive.
Do women like muscles?
I like muscles on women, I like muscles on men, I like muscles just
on
in
dogs.
Just on my dog, she's very muscular. I just like muscles, period. I think it shows a level of commitment that you have, a level of respect that you have for your own physique or other physiques that you see, and I just think it's, you know, an important thing to maintain a certain level of health throughout your life. Not just aesthetics, but it shows that you have pride in yourself.
Yeah, for movement and being able to maintain function and mobility as you age, because muscles are not only for aesthetic, as Patty was saying, but also to be able to sit on the ground and stand up as you get older. Those are functional movements and functional patterns that must be maintained for as long as possible. You don't need to have a lot of muscle in order to be attractive, or you don't have to have a lot of muscle in order to win a partner. I think that muscle is great and it looks great on a lot of people. Now, I do believe that there is such thing as too much muscle. Too much muscle for me it just doesn't work. I just am not necessarily attracted to like this huge type of physique. Why are women always cold? I think that this is a lot of women are really cold. I think that there is a lot of thyroid issues with a lot of women, to be quite honest. The sensitivity to cold is one of the the big symptoms. I find that I'm cold when I am not being active. So if I'm sitting down for a long period of time, my core temperature is going to drop and I'm going to start to feel cold. That's just how I am, how I've been forever, and I think that that's just common within women. I'm sure that there's a hormonal aspect to it, as with the thyroid and all of the issues that can come with hypothyroidism, but I think that that may be why. What do you think?
I honestly don't know why, but I'm always so cold.
That is cold all the time.
All the time. I like to have a blanket with me and we live in Arizona, so it's very hot here. It's one of the hottest states on the West Coast, and we're always cold. I mean, I'm more cold than she is, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know why. I really wish I wasn't that cold all the time, because I don't want to have to shave my legs every day. Because, you know, who likes being prickly?
What do women want in a relationship? I think we should just do, instead of having a super long laundry list here, I think that we should just do the 3 top things that women want in a relationship. Number 1, I think respect. Number 2, commitment. Number 3, joy. And when I say joy, I mean I want to be able to laugh with my partner. I don't just want to be able to look at him and say, oh my god, you know, you're so attractive, blah blah blah. I want to be able to laugh, enjoy, and have a conversation that like stimulates my interest.
I think those are very good answers. I think there needs to be companionship is very important to me. Follow through is very important to me.
Oh, I guess communication. I guess I was done, but that one is so important.
Yeah, I mean, and I think it's a very important thing to say. I know I don't want to get on a whole tangent about it, but I think it's important to say that when you want something in a relationship, it's not really about what you need, it's really about what you want. I think that question sometimes gets overlapped as to what you need as opposed to what you want. Nobody needs a relationship. Nobody needs to be in a relationship. It's important to be happy with yourself and to have a lot of self-love before you can decide what you want in a relationship.
Yeah.
So have relationships with yourself before you have them with other people.
What do women want in bed? I'm going to say the exact same things. Attention, respect, and
clean.
Follow through, I guess.
Wow. I don't know, I mean, clean.
Hygiene is very important. One takeaway from this video, hygiene.
That's gonna be my answer to everything. Hygiene. Hygiene.
Why are women's rights so important?
This is another thing that bothers me, and I don't know if it's because it's not that I'm a feminist. I'm very feminine, but not a feminist. However, I feel like, why do we have to stereotype, or why do we have to say women's rights? Why can't we just talk about human rights, first of all? So I feel that everybody deserves a right to have their pursuit of their own happiness. So when it comes to this question, it's shocking to me that this is one of the top asked questions to Google. Why are women's rights so important? Because we're human.
Exactly. Period. End of story.